The next presentation, integration into European space, the chance for geological science of Ukraine. Academician Ponomarenko will be making presentation. Dear colleagues, this festive mood, we have execution and the implementation of the association agreement between Ukraine and the EU. What is the role of our science? I represent our academic sector. The science cannot exist on its own. We work in close cooperation with the State Geology Survey, with the institute, our geology institute, and other universities. Also, we cooperate with the Association of Geologists of Ukraine. We are getting together around this association, and an important event is happening today, which is our 6th Congress. The development of new technologies is environmentally clean and environmentally clean technologies should be competitive in Europe. I would like to briefly talk about what are our achievements in the Academy. Just like in other of our to know it, one of the topics that I will be mentioning is the iron ores of Ukraine. We'll be talking about oxidized iron ore. And there's a settlement Dolinske in Dnipropetrovsk region, and Krivorog plant was built there. The Polish, the Germans were participating in this project. How were they planning to transform oxidized iron ore into magnetic iron ore? The gas was in unlimited volumes, and so that was used to change the iron ore into magnetic iron ore, and million tons of these deposits were there of slag storages. The Romanians are still preserving their part. In our institute, named after Mykola Simonenko, we have developed a technology which allows us to be energy efficient. In our laboratory, we take gematite and turn it into lodestone magnetite, and then this magnetite is sent to metalworks, just as the iron ore. This technology, which allows to turn non-magnetic ore into magnetic, is progressive, and it corresponds to the parameters which we've heard mentioned by Mr. Zagradnik. You see, this is one of the pictures where there are million tons. We don't need to pollute the environment, but to take these terracones and turn them into this is not just the threat, it's ecologically dangerous. People live in these regions where the ores are very dangerous. We can extract that unfortunately no one supports us. I believe that our platform, international platform, will help us to communicate it to our foreign partners. That is the problem which exists. We also were conducting works looking for useful components in these waste banks. I hope that our platform will help us find the resources to develop that. The next topic is one of the problems in Ukraine is the problem of ferrous metals. The main one is aluminum, which is used in electronics. It holds the first place. We have two plants, one in Nikolaev, and the raw material was brought from Northern Africa, and we worked using this raw material. In Ukraine, we have such a region where we have we have 20-25% of something we put into the furnace. And we get 20-22% of aluminium. Then we get the rare ground elements. Then they receive cement and natrium. So that is basically environmentally safe procedure of the production of aluminium. In Kiev, in Ukraine, academician Semenenko was working on this problem, and in the plants in St. Petersburg he was conducting the research. They've analyzed 50 tons of those, and eventually these are the new methods, hydrochemical methods, which I applied in Russia, and we have hydrochemical method. We do have a lot of raw material. We even calculated the prices for this cycle, and I believe that with the assistance of these international hubs, we can find financing for these projects, and that is what we need. I hope that this is something that we'll be able to buy. I would like to thank the organizers of the Association of Geologists of Ukraine for this Congress. I haven't seen my colleagues for a long time, and it's really a very festive event. Let us wish us all further success so that this association proves to be successful under the leadership of Mr. Zagradnik.